Hello everyone, welcome to my corner of the world. I spend a lot of time sharing techniques and folds of cards and various things on my videos, and it struck me the other day that I'm probably missing out on sharing some of the basics. So this is going to be a short video just talking about some hints and tips for stamping. So we're going to start off with the ink pads themselves. And I guess this is like really basic stuff, but if you don't know how to open one of these Stampin' Up! Stamp pads, then this is going to be really useful for you. So basically you're going to choose the end that's got the little sort of groove. It's sort of a little eye, not an eye, but a little lippy sort of thing. The other end is plain, so it's very easy to see. And then what you're going to do is you just want to put a thumb either side and pull toward you and open. And then you're going to just slide it back on itself. Now, my recommendation is don't slide it back completely because then by leaving it overhanging a tiny bit, you get a little handle to pull back. So when you close it, you just pull it back and lift it over like that. Now, on the back of your pads, you will see that there are some labels. And I just use a little piercing tool here, and these are so that you can mark your stamps. So you will find that they're in different languages. So I'm just going to put the one that says Pear Pizzazz in English up there. But I go ahead and use the other ones in other languages as well. So this one I think is French. And I'm going to pop that on the other end. And that means it doesn't matter where which end I see of my pad, I shall still recognize the green. And then also on here, there is a blank one here, like that. So I'm going to open up my pad again. So again, finger either side or thumb either side and pull apart. And then you see this groove here? I am just going to place it in that groove. And that means that when I've got my stamp pad open, sometimes the colours, although the ink colours are different, if they're dark, it's sometimes difficult to see, oh, well, this is a green one versus a blue one. But by just popping that piece in there, straight away, it's clear that this is going to be your Pear Pizzazz. I got some ink on me. Never mind. I always say if you've got ink on your fingers, it means you're having fun. So that is how to open and to mark up your stamp pads. Now, when it comes to stamping, I recommend that you work on a piece of scratch paper, and that when you ink up your stamp, I've got one here, that you tap gently. All right, you don't. So if you tap gently, and then if you are working on your, say you've got your card base here, and you want to check that you've got your good image, or you've got the right image, or if you're using words that they're the right way round, you can always stamp those on your piece of scratch paper before going and then stamping on your on your piece of cardstock. Now, when you do stamp, you just want to stamp firmly. Don't rock, don't turn, just stamp firmly. If you see the difference between these two, this one is sort of, this is the one I've just messed around with, and the ink is a bit thick and smudgy. So again, just gently tap and press firmly and pull up. Now, you want to just tap gently. Okay, so you just, someone described it to me one, it's like giving your grandmother a peck on the cheek. So if you I'm just gently tapping a couple of times and then pressing down. Now, if you press too hard, you will find that you get ink in the other little grooves. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, other than the fact that you are wasting ink. But if you press and you press firmly, you can get this nice image. But also, if you rock, you can get, oh, let me recharge that. If you rock, you can get a halo around, and of course it won't work now. Let me see, get it, there we go. You can get the ink on your block, you can get a halo around your image, and you won't be happy with that. The other thing is if you look really carefully, can you see that the ink has kind of been pushed out by the stamp? It will come back into the pad, but it does mean that if you're going to be repeatedly stamping, you might get a little bit of a light area. So those are my sort of tips, is that if you're getting ink in the sort of lower recesses, or if you're getting ink on your block, it means that you are pressing too hard. Remember, gentle tap and then firmly down. I need to get rid of that. Okay, so I think probably those are the things that I did want to share with this video. I hope it helps. As to cleaning this, then I would either run it under some water, particularly to get it off the block, or you could use your Stampin' scrub, which there's a side for wet and a side for dry, and you'll go ahead and use some Stampin' mist on that one. Just clean it up like that. Or you can use your Simply Chamois, and this one here, you just wet it and it will make it, you'll be able to clean your stamps on that. So there you are. I hope you found this useful. Just remember to just tap gently and then stamp onto your card. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Take care. Bye for now.